Hello everyone, this is Leanne from Group 2 and today I will be discussing the cuisines of Scotland, Poland, France, and the Jewish culture. I will also be showing you a recipe that combines all four of these countries together. Haggis, porridge, and chicken tikka masala are all traditional Scottish foods. Scottish foods were traditionally based upon game, dairy products, fruit, and vegetables, as well as fish rather than spices from abroad because these were rare and historically very difficult to import into the country. Pierogi, kielbasa, cucumber soup, and cream of mushroom soup are all Polish dishes. This country's foods are largely influenced by Central European cuisines, as well as Jewish, French, and Italian traditions. Oregano, basil, and garlic powder are all traditional Polish spices, and because of this and the simplicity of Scottish foods, we use these two countries to come up with the flavor profile for our meatballs. Quiche Lorraine, tarte flambée, and foie gras are all dishes you would find in traditional French cuisine. While many consider French cooking to be hard, there are many rustic-style recipes like the cream sauce that we use to make our sauce for the meatballs. We made sure to use herbes de Provence, a spice blend from the Provence region of France that gives the sauce a very unique flavor that only comes from French cooking. To round out the flavors in the sauce, we use traditional Jewish spices such as basil, rosemary, and sage. Traditional Jewish food varies depending on whether or not the Jewish foods in question originated in Israel or another country, but a few from Israel would be eggplant salad, falafel, and chicken soup. Hello everyone, today we're going to be making some multinational meatballs. Now first what you're going to want to do is preheat the oven to 400 degrees, and then you're going to want to gather your ingredients. Now what we're using today is 1 pound ground beef, 1 egg, 1 slice of bread that's been toasted and crumbed, 1 onion that's been diced, an egg, and for the spices we'll be using today are 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon pepper, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon basil, and 1 teaspoon of garlic. Alright, now that we've got all of our ingredients together, what you're going to want to do now is put them all into a bowl and then mix them. Now I use my hands after I've washed them, obviously, but you can also use a spoon, a fork, whatever works best for you, as long as all the ingredients are thoroughly mixed and combined. Alright, now that you've mixed all of your ingredients together, what you're going to want to do is roll them into about 1-inch diameter meatballs and put them into a pre-greased baking dish. Now what I've made has made about 16 or 19 meatballs, but if you would like to make them smaller or bigger, then you should do that. What we're going to do next is put them into the 400 degree oven for about 25 minutes to let them bake and cook while we work on the sauce. Now for the sauce that we'll be making, you're going to want to get a 1/4 cup of butter that I already have melting on the saucepan, a 1/4 cup of flour, 2 cups of beef broth, 1/2 cup of sour cream, and then 1 teaspoon herbes de Provence, 1 teaspoon basil, 1 teaspoon rosemary, and 1 teaspoon sage. Alright, so what you're going to do next is melt the butter, like I've already done, and then start whisking in the flour. This will create a base for the sauce that we're about to make. Now that you've added in the flour and whisked until it's all an even consistency, what you're going to want to do next is slowly add in the beef broth and then whisk until it is smooth again. Alright, so now that you've added in the beef broth, what you need to do next is whisk in the herbs and the sour cream until it's nice and smooth. After you've done this, what you need to do is cover it, reduce to simmer, and let it go until the meatballs are done. Alright, now that the meatballs are done baking and the sauce has been going for a while, what you're going to want to do is transfer them from the baking dish into the saucepan like I've already done. After you've done that, you're going to want to stir them around a little bit, being careful not to burn yourself from splashing liquid, and then they're ready to serve.